It's more Norway, Denmark than Sweden. But then I think there's quite a strong affinity with the Finns as well. That's what I love about Iceland, because of the nature of the weather and the elements. I think not so much is spent on exterior, and it's all the warmth and the colour exists inside the houses. I think it's a country that still sort of quietly practices pagan rituals and rites. I don't think it was ever completely colonised by the Christians. Someone like Björk is a very good example of it translating brilliantly. I mean, something which, if you've spent any time in Iceland, everyone knows is a national characteristic almost. It sounds like the language that would have been spoken in The Lord of the Rings, I think. I'm sure there's someone in Iceland who's trying to create a digital interface to talk to elves at the moment. Well, I certainly don't really get Icelandic jokes in Icelandic, and sometimes when they're translated, they don't. But I think the sort of the bizarre side of the humour is really good. Personified, isn't it, in the character of Beata in the book. I mean, that's just brilliant. I mean, you do meet Icelanders like that. In Iceland, it is still seems to be a part of a very spiritual awakening at weekends. You know, you drink to wake up in some ways, whereas here you kind of sometimes you feel that people drink to go to sleep. And beautiful but liberal men. I don't think it's an exclusive to the women. When it comes to marketing, I think as long as it's done with that wanderlust and that sense of adventure, then it's great. But when it becomes kind of hardline, cynical marketing, then it's not going to be good for anybody. It'd just be really interesting to see what Iceland would be like if it was as crowded as Britain. And that's the wonderful thing about it, and that's something that I think gives it its sort of world-class status as a sort of a place of great interest. The country is in danger of losing some of its soul if it pursues the kind of just growth attitude. I don't have to live there all the time, and I don't have to earn my living there, but I obviously like the idea of Iceland staying. I'm a conservative when it comes to Iceland.